Division 2. We're in Belgium tonight for round 12 of the championship. We have 13 cars just there serving his qualifying ban from a reckless incident involving college. Winning drivers, Taze Leroy, plays by Gaming. What do we think of Belgium?
Hell no. Well, it's wet tonight, so it's going to be a very big challenge for the drivers. So we'll just have to wait and see.
Yep, I still predict, yeah, that's both campuses there actually having issues. Parallax and AG30 retiring. But at the minute, yeah, Dragon on Speed just coming the end of Leauge, going in momentarily pole position, but the one-shot quali really proving its worth. And the shit weather we will be getting tonight, so I can't wait to see.
Yeah.
It's bad enough round here in the wet.
In the dry alone.
Well, even in Formula 1 machinery, because I say it Spa's one of the tracks that you don't want to race around when it's wet, and unfortunately for these guys, it's as bad as it can be, let alone how bad it's going to be in an F2 car.
Exactly. Yeah, I think we should give Lewis a bit of time before.
Yeah, Belgium tonight should be good. It's going to be very interesting to see what the drivers can pull off here. Definitely going to be interesting to see if people do put it at the top of Radion. Played by Gaming actually paying a tribute to Antoine Hubert tonight with the French flag and his pink helmet as well.
Yes, that was Indigo.
Is he?
Indigo as well?
Yeah, he has a pink helmet.
Oh yeah, he does. Yeah.
Oh, bless him. I guess he is in the Arden. Oh, that's nice.
Tribute to Hubert tonight, as obviously we tragically lost the F2 driver in August around Belgium.
And I think Indigo's gonna get pole here.
Yeah, is he gonna get another pole? He will. A 2-minute 14. That feels so slow. But I think that's, for the wet around here, that's a reasonably competitive time.
Dragon on Speed, P3 in the Virtuoso. What a quali lap for Dragon. Obviously, not having the most competitive season this season after being quite up there last season, but P3 for him today. That's very good time from him. A whole second in front of T. Jonas, so clearly showing his worth around here in the wet. So hopefully he can put that into a good race and see if he can actually, you know, put it into.
Get some decent results, I think, would be the right line for that. SHR Indigo taking pole position for Arden. The 4 points go to him and to his team. Whether this will be the standings at the end of the race, I'm going to say it now, it won't, because I think we're going to have a couple of safety cars, to say the least.
Unless no one fucking finishes.
We'll see. I actually made a prediction that, if I'm honest, I don't think anyone will. I'm sure they will, but I don't think anyone will.
We're gonna have to have a bloody red flag.
It depends.
In the event, we have 60% of the grid involved in an incident within the first 3 laps. We can red flag the race and restart. So if anyone gets taken out or something, Eau Rouge, Radion, anything on the first lap, do not leave the session because we might have a chance to restart.
Yeah, and it's probably the highest chance you'll get this season.
Unfortunately, I don't think everybody would have got that message, so we may have some technical difficulties if we do have a red flag. Hopefully not, but it's going to be an interesting race nonetheless. On to the formation lap now. I feel like there could be a safety car just for the weather, and this race is going to be heavy
you'd
today.
think probably with weather like this, if this was a Formula 1 race, that it'd be a safety car start or so, give it a couple of laps.
Yeah.
Indigo is already round on the formation lap.
He's done it again.
Sorry, what's his name?
How many times is that this season?
Oh, he's been disqualified.
And he's been disqualified.
Yeah,
How many times has he done that this season?
I'm not really gonna blame him for that. I think that was fairly easily done. It's the thing though, Spa, not the best place to be making mistakes, but I think more than likely, even if anyone does make, let's say, even a small mistake, it's just amplified even more by the bad weather. So if any crash, there's going to be a tussle somewhere. I think we'll have to be quite lenient on penalties, because yeah, it's one thing missing your braking zone, but it's another causing a 5-car pile-up at the end of Leauge.
I mean, yeah, obviously you have Jay Marshall top of the championship, 30 points ahead I believe, and his championship rival Frederick has not been able to make it again today, so could he wrap it up tonight?
Oh no. I think more than likely J Marsh could wrap it up by Russia. Oh my god, Granetti going for a slide.
Jesus!
J Marsh being exactly 30 points ahead.
Oh, Fair by Gaming just gone off.
Of his championship rival in Fredricas. In the Sauber, as he was saying, Fredricas can't make it tonight, so it'll be very interesting to see if J Marsh can actually put in a performance and maybe put his car up. And there's a lot of people getting disqualified from the formation.
Yeah, I mean, if people are finding the tricky now, I can only imagine how it's going to be in the race.
Yeah, I'm just kind of worried for lap 1 up through Radion. He's going to be Fit by Gaming, not Fit by Gaming. H. Collins
sorry, I'm more actually worried for turn 1. Just for it's a proper hairpin conical. It needs to be not only early on the power, but so smooth. And I'm glad these guys are out, because I'd do what Indigo's done, probably spin out in the formation lap and bin it before the race even starts.
Yeah, I just want to point out, there's only 5 people left in the formation lap.
Yeah, I was going to say, it feels like a very long formation lap. And who can blame them? I think, I'm sure even in dry conditions around Spa, an ideal lap time is around the 2-minute mark. Sorry. Yeah, if anyone would like any instance on the formation lap looking into, then as long as you have footage, we'll be able to give some kind of penalty. They'll be reviewed as normal racing incidents. Yeah, I understand that you need to warm up your tyres even for the wet weather. Not gonna have all the grip in the world. I think even for the F2 cars, manual start you'll be aiming for will be around 9,000 revs. Here's the lucky few have actually made it around. Oh jeez.
Which is not many people. You can say that much.
Yeah, I think we're just waiting for Fozzie to line up on the grid.
No, it's.
Or is that Dragon? Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Get ready, people. It's going to be chaotic.
Alright, it's going to be a wet one. 3, 4, 5 red lights. Lights out and away they. Are they going? Yep, there they go.
Yep, there we go.
Collins, jump start.
Collins.
Oh, there's already a tussle at the front. Oh god, this is going to end so bad.
Oh, there's damage. Oh, what is this? This is, oh my god, AG30. I think AG30 actually has damage.
Bradley coming together with Third at the back of the grid. Third's in the barrier.
I saw
Already
some
out of
carbon
race.
fibre fly off of AG30. Oh, safety car already. And we haven't even completed half a lap. Not even a quarter of a lap.
Not even one corner.
You can completely about one corner. Yeah.
Why does it say that somebody's in the pit lane?
Not on my screen.
On the track map, sorry.
That's the safety car.
Oh, it's the safety. Oh yeah. Sorry, I am. Wow.
That's actually quite bad for the Carlin guys, because they're actually in a constructors fight with the Campos team. And to be fair, both Camposes seem to have had a pretty good start. AG30 up into P6.
Yeah, well, I saw 4 wide in turn 1, which was.
But he has damage.
Yeah, he does. His right end plate is missing, as Lewis mentioned.
Yeah, Magnetic missing one. I won't be surprised if Collins has damage as well. He does not. I'm just trying to see how many cars have actually had damage on the opening lap.
It's probably going to be the longest race in Div 2 history.
Yeah, it was bad enough at Monaco for these guys, but Monaco being Monaco, you just have to drive around. Oh god. So with the safety car around Spa, because of the length of the track being just over 7 kilometers, it's not going to be out for as long as it normally is in other races. I believe at Spa it comes out and then it goes back in. So probably next time around will also be the last one with it, with it being such a long track and all that. So don't expect everyone to be beyond safety car for very long. But to be fair, as long as anyone who has damage can come in straight away, it might actually be long enough that the guys, even though if they box, they can actually catch up again. I hope so anyway, because this is a golden opportunity for most of these guys here tonight to actually score some really big points.
Is AG gonna pit? I think he will.
I think he should. Whether he will or not, I don't know. Oh dear. 5-second penalty for Fozzie Wozzie Dog.
With a 5-second penalty.
Oh, Bradley spawned. What the hell?
Very easily done. To be fair, I think both of the MP cars, yeah, they might be at the back. They've done really well not to get any damage.
He's had to go very wide at turn 1.
It's chaos. Even on the running safety car.
Like Grenetic has damage.
Yeah, Grenetic missing an end plate. I'm not sure if most of these guys. Oh my god, no! What the hell?
Parallax.
Come on!
Parallax has hit Grenetic.
Yeah, I think that's probably one of the most deserving penalties I've seen for a collision.
What the?
As I said, these small instants, yeah, beyond safety car, you're going to be so close together, and you lock up your brakes, you will hit someone. So I don't think we'll review that as a steward's inquiry, because he's already been given a penalty in game. So I think the worst thing will happen is a reprimand, but I don't think it'll be any more than that.
Yeah, I'm just saying, she's language. What the fuck is this team?
Drive-through penalty?
Got a drive-through penalty.
Oh, that's actually really harsh. I need to head toward the front of the grid. The safety car is at Pillon.
Oh, Indigo! Jesus.
Where are you going?
he got to the curb there and just killed himself. Grenetic in the... Yeah, it's close to the...
Please tell me that is not another drive-through for Fozzie.
It is.
I think, it is.
2 drive-through penalties.
Oh, she's only barely second behind Collins. That's not... Oh.
Yep, she got another one. What the fuck? I excuse my language, but I think I'm online with what's going on here. Safety car's not in this one?
I don't think it will be. I think people, Grenetic especially, should start pitting, because otherwise they're not going to be competitive at all into this race. J Marsh is up into P5 behind T Jonas. T Jonas is actually 3rd in the Drivers' Championship at the moment. He is quite far back compared to J Marsh, but I think if T Jonas can pick up some valuable points today, then that will close the gap, especially with J Marsh's internet issues, as he is actually running on his phone hotspot.
What is happening?
So it'll be interesting to see if if T Jonas can pick up the points to close that gap to J Marsh.
Yeah, Bradley got a penalty for Grenetics in. On Coal Masters, you need to look at this.
Smart move, because they've had a lap beyond the safety car. Surely, if people are making mistakes, especially with the setup, in regards to not enough downforce, if it's that bad beyond the safety car, they're not going to cope at racing speed. So I think that's a smart move there from Grenetic. But one of the MPs with damage, I believe, yeah, it's Owen. I think he should have pitted when he had the chance. There's barely a front wing left on the front of that car.
Yeah, I'm just saying a message to Coal Masters: fix the bloody safety car. That's all I'm gonna
Grenetic actually serving his 5-second penalty in the pit lane there. So that's going to put him 30 seconds back from Owen and Bradley there, but he now he's 5 seconds lighter on his car, so he will hopefully be trying to catch up. Oh, he's gone wide up Radion, almost binned it again, but
yeah, he'll be pushing it just to try and catch up. Well, like I said, Spar's long enough. They're not even, well, yeah, they're in the second sector now, but they're not even halfway around the track. So he's got more than enough time to catch up. And I think, yeah, Hungary was his debut, and he's clearly a capable driver. He just needs to adapt to wet weather driving. And I'm sure the 3 cars in front of him will be relatively easy pickings. Right, one thing that I didn't do from the start was the biggest winners and losers. So if you look at the position changes, Parallax, the biggest winner actually, up 6 positions, and the biggest loser being out the race at this point, fed by Gaming, Ninja nearly runs into the back of the safety car at Stavlo.
Yeah, but the biggest loser is still in the race is Grenetic, going in 4 positions, so...
Yeah, because he barks, I think, only really from that. Not really too much. I mean,
Indigo not coming in either.
I know Indigo losing the lead of the race, but apart from that, I think it's standard stuff. The only reason the guys have fallen down would be due to damage or whatever else. But we are expecting the rain to ease up a bit. It's still going to rain regardless throughout the whole race, but hopefully lap 8. I'd hope to say we should be seeing some light rain.
Moving on to lap 4 now. Safety car is still out.
If it doesn't come in this time, I will be quite concerned if there's a safety car glitch.
Owen's pitted, so if he's too far behind, I'll do it.
No, he has to.
Yeah, if Owen's too far behind, then I won't come in.
Yeah, but the safety car normally drives off between Blanchemont and Stavlo. We'll just see what happens this time around. If it doesn't come in, we might have to look at other things.
Oh no, is it saying it because of the drivers that pitting are being miles behind, or is it because of the conditions? You never know.
It's probably both, because I've been in other league races where, you know, even before they brought in the update where the safety car will be more frequent. In heavy rain, if there's an accident, the safety car comes out regardless, but it actually comes out for a lot longer, which is why probably a third of the way through the race at this point it's been behind safety car. It's why I think we're going to get more than one. Yeah, I think looking at my crystal ball, most of this race could be behind safety car just because of the weather.
People just stop fucking pitting.
Wow.
Excuse my language.
To be honest, running wide.
As I said, this needs to be fixed.
I'm sure the weather's not okay. I think the guys appreciate being this close together, but we would like to see some racing at some point.
If you're gonna come in, Owen's so far behind, I won't come in.
Safe car in.
Yeah, there we go. Fine, man. Please, okay, I'm begging Ninja not to back us up too much so we have an incident. But,
right, where is Owen? He's exiting. Who on?
I don't think he'll catch up.
He might have enough time. No, I think he'll be a little bit far back, but it depends where Ninja is when he gets to the main straight. I'm trying to keep an eye on Owen just to be fair to him. And Gunetic's hardly on the back of Bradley.
Yeah, just use the track now. I'll help you.
I've completely forgot
yeah,
about
no,
track
he's not gonna make it. We're going.
Yeah, unfortunately, Owen losing a lot of time behind safety car. Parallax, 10-second penalty. What the hell is he doing? I think there's been another collision at the chicane. Right, we're back to green flag
Jonas is
racing.
in.
Yep, Tijonis in. Must have tangled with someone at the chicane. Kinetic, the fastest lap at the race behind the safety car.
Alex, Jesus Christ. Indigo on the back of Ninja, obviously two good friends. Oh,
Let's ride with them up through. Revision ready on this could end really badly.
God, what are you doing?
Honestly, hats off to them for actually having the balls to do stuff like that.
Here comes AG as well.
Yeah, AG's mugged off the ART.
AG has wing damage, needs to be careful. I don't know, he really should have hit.
I think Josh should yield this position. It's going to be problems.
He's not gonna. I don't think he will.
No, AG has the right line here.
No,
AG30 does still have damage. Here comes H. Collins all over the back of AG30 here. He may actually attack him.
Oh, J-Man should be wide. What the? Looking at the front, you have Ninja and Indigo.
Yep, to the front. Can someone keep an eye on that battle, please?
Yeah, they're all a bit spread out now, don't worry about it. This is the goals battle we have. Oh, Parallax goes very wide.
That's gonna let J Marsh through, and rightly so.
J Marsh,
Surtees and Collins side by side. These guys in a championship battle for themselves. Both constructors and drivers. Is that Surtees? Oh, Surtees in the gravel. Is
here
there
we have Indigo and Ninja. Is Indigo close enough? Ninja goes wide, I think.
I believe. Oh. It's personal. They're not like they need to be fighting this hard, but no, Indigo really wants his wins, as does Ninja. I just like the one racetrack you need to keep your cool around, and they're in the pits already. But they both got damage.
Indigo and Ninja, both SHR boys.
No, I think they're just pitting onto a new set, to be honest.
Yep.
Wanting to have bragging rights over the other.
Oh, look at Parallax, J Marsh, and H. Collins.
Side by side, Parallax and J Marsh. Yellow flag sector 3.
It's Fozzie making some kind of mistake at the chicane.
He's gonna get disqualified if he's not careful. Oh, J Marsh and Parallax! Not through Leauge, no.
Fozzie with a 5
Smart driving.
Fozzie's race has just been terrible. So bad.
Tijonis all the way down in P11.
Here comes Parallax on J Marsh. To the inside. To the claim. Gonna go for it. He's gonna go for it.
Indigo 3-second penalty.
I would say that's quite easily done, unless he's exceeded the white line on the pit exit.
Here we go. Parallax just go down the inside. Is he close enough? He is. He's gonna try and make it work. J Marsh's gonna go around the outside of side by side for a lot of the lap, but they're still going.
Oh, surely. Oh.
Into no name.
So close.
Oh, they're still side by side. Oh, into P1, no. Into no thank
No,
you.
someone has to yield here, otherwise there's going to be a terrible
No
accident.
one's yielding.
They're not yielding, they're still going for
it.
it. Parallax running out wide because of it. Eventually he has to yield halfway through the corner. Head back to that battle in a minute. Indigo's fine. We'll get back to Indigo and fight for the net lead later on.
Yeah, no, Indigo spawned 3 miles behind now.
Need something's happening with Owen as well.
Ooh, Indigo trying to go down there.
Yeah, Owen getting really out of shape through Puon.
Yeah, Indigo spawned and he's pretty much, he's bottled again. Oh, right. Bradley is round into the wall and that's putting numbers through the MP driver.
Entering back onto the track now.
Right, we're gonna need to stay on board with Collins as he's got the best camera angle to watch Parallax. Maybe make a move on J Marsh into the chicane.
You have AG and Grenetic. I think this is Grenetic, yeah. I wonder. Okay.
What? H Collins only slightly, the tiniest bit. I tell you, the tiniest bit. Only slightly goes over the white line at the bus stop chicane and gets a 10-second penalty for exceeding track limits. I
He'll get
think
that
that was
room.
H. Collins.
Oh, Ninja making a move on
Ninja
Kinetic. He's done it. A solid move.
Yeah. As Indy will get out of the DJ.
Ooh. I'll tell you what, this is one nail-biting race.
10-second penalty.
No, to be fair, if anyone does feel that if they're getting 10-second penalties and they don't feel that they're worthy, then get in touch with a member of the stewards team. We may be able to remove them.
That was... It's only the slightest exceed. You'd expect maybe just a warning for it, but a 10-second penalty is just a bit ridiculous, don't you think?
Especially for that kind of corner. Yeah, it's a very slow one. If you overshoot it, you would gain a somewhat advantage if you actually took it at racing speed. I don't think anyone's actually deliberately tried to cut the chicane.
It does seem very bizarre about all of these. Obviously, we can't do anything if there is no footage to provide from the driver. So if you have had a 10-second penalty, make sure you do provide footage, as otherwise we could not do anything about it.
Yep. Right, well over halfway through the race, we're going to have a look at biggest winners and losers again. Parallax, 11 places, but still yet to pit. However, I don't actually believe in a wet Formula 2 race it's mandatory to stop. Let me have a look at the stops. Fozzie, Collins, Parallax and Dragon, only one's not yet to box, and Dragon is in. Parallax is in. I'm going to ride on board Ninja, surely, yeah, he's guaranteed to take the lead again. Fastest lap as well for good measure.
He's on a roll.
Parallax serving. Oh, come on, Collins.
Again?
I believe Parallax was actually serving some kind of stop-go penalty. Owen's gone round.
Indigo gets past
Final
Kinetic.
corner.
Owen spawn.
Yep.
Dragon down into P4 now.
Kinetic gets a very bad run. Oh, Dragon got drawn to grass, I think.
Yep, we are side by side until he come. It's not advantage Dragon. Oh, he's tried to be sliding off the track. Barely has enough room to rejoin safely. But it does so without problem. They touch each other.
Oh,
Yeah, eventually, he's lost it to the Sauber. Oh, Dragon going deep into Leauge.
Try to go down the inside. He's gonna make it work, I think. And Dragon on speed has the inside for this corner, which is the line you want. But T. Jonas has made it work, and it's got the, and it's a
Dragon was on for a podium in this race, but T. Jonas has seemed to snatch it away unless somebody in front of him makes a mistake or there is another safety car, which I don't think there will be at this stage in the race, but it does seem like Dragon's podium hopes in Season 2 do seem to be shot.
no, he's still
However,
there.
penalties.
Good point.
I'm not gonna check them because it will ruin the intensity. All I know is Indigo hasn't. And I was saying, whatever Cole's finished, we're gonna have to take 20 seconds off his time. I think both of his 10-second penalties were stupid.
I think what we might as well do, assuming all the 10-second penalties are related, we would remove them, but any, let's say, 3-second penalties for corner cutting, we will keep on. I believe, yeah, that penalty that Kinetic just had, maybe, because, you know, you do have a few warnings, whether it's accidental or not, but we'll see if we can remove the 10-second penalties.
Yeah, she's on and Grenadic both.
To be fair, I'm lap 9 now. We've only lost one car. You guys are just being more sensible about things.
That's completely different, I think. Oh no. Where are the guys that had the AG going to go? Is it going to be out at Grenadic? No, is it going to be out at Collins? Is that off P9? Oh, they're going to... I need to get ahead of...
Gonna ride and bully this though, because Collins may be able to stay with the Campos.
They're down to the championship out over them. As you said, oh,
AG's gone at the rally on!
Oh,
He's in the wall, he's out! Safety car again!
Wow, that is...
Connie, you jinxed the... Connie, you said only one car.
Wow.
Whoa.
That bumps Bradley up into the points.
Don't see that.
It's not like he's never scored points. He's actually doing fairly well.
Unless he manages to win it in the next corner or two. Fozzie will be up in the P11 if there's one more retiree.
Oh AG, don't be so dramatic. You've only crashed a car. It's not like you're actually dead. Oh, too soon. Right, moving on. Unless if most of the guys at the bottom of the grid, even if on penalties, if the result stands, Fozzie obviously won't make it into the top 10 because of the sheer amount of penalties that, to be fair, have unfairly been given to her. Just trying to think anyone else. You know, Parallax, he's fucked his race from the amount of penalties he's got.
How many times have we sworn in this one?
Enough to the point I've given up on the ad revenue.
I mean, that's 50p down the drain for you, so...
Yeah, guys in the chat as well, please stop messaging while the race is on. Because not only is it bothering the guys who still have to drive around this hellhole, but I believe that in the stream, you guys will end up seeing like big black screens, so please refrain from messaging. I mean, we've only got 3 laps left. We're probably going to have one more lap of racing behind the safety car. So, what have we thought of the race so far?
Collins 5-second penalty for the chicane again. But there's some weird things going on with that chicane.
Someone actually check how many penalties Collins has, because I fear he will be disqualified.
He has 20.
Owen spin at La Source.
10.
He has 25 seconds, but none of them are third.
Maybe try and... Yeah, but he's... I don't know. He must have served some of his penalties on, when he went for his pit stop. Dragging on speed, 5-second penalty, come on.
This is just the game being retarded.
This is penalty galore.
No, it's the game being retarded.
It's not even funny.
They should have put an update in this for updating. They should have put this in the latest update.
What are we doing, Fred? Oh, penalties.
Now, let me have a look at the track map, see how far spread out everyone is.
Fozzie only just crossing the line.
Oh no.
So, it'll take her a while to catch up.
Well, I mean, at this point, at least she's not a lap down.
Fair enough.
Although, for some reason, she's travelling very slowly coming out the first corner. I don't blame her for treading water slightly, but we need to get some kind of move on. You never know, the safety car is going to be out for at least another lap. The weather is, yeah, I know it's still shocking, but it's not as bad now as it was at the start. It's not bouncing off the ground. Still plenty of standing water.
Oh, Indigo. Indigo? With a...
What happened there?
That was the most
Oh, Parallax spinning at the final corner as well.
Oh
no! They've come together!
T-Jonas! He's turned in and hit T-Jonas! I saw that was definitely deserved, and Indigo's now retired. That's such a shame for Indigo. He's lost his cool and he's just given up, and unfortunately he's now retired from this race.
That means Sophie's gonna get a point.
Yep.
Yeah, that means Fozzie Wozzie Dog is actually gonna get a point.
I think she will get a point, and I won't. Because it's more 90% on Div 2.
No, we don't have the 90% rule in Div 2, so
Pathetic.
top 10 either way will be getting points. T-Jonas is I'm sure he's got some kind of ABS setting off because he's skidding coming into any corner and it sounds brilliant. Anytime he presses the brakes, his car just squeals like a drowning pig.
J Marsh's AI is up in the P3.
No, he's not. No, he's in AI mode now.
Yeah, as long as he's not
yeah.
spent most of the race in AI, which I'm sure he hasn't, but...
I think he's been in AI for...
T-Jonas?
What
the hell?
What's going on there?
No, he's probably overtaking him to get back where he would have been.
Possibly. We'll find out in a few seconds if he's made any illegal overtakes. Well, she's still closer than they were before.
Well, that bumped Dragon back up into the podium positions now. I actually don't think that J Marsh
Fifth car in.
have penalties. J Marsh doesn't have any penalties, whereas Dragon on Speed, sorry to spoil it, but Dragon on Speed actually has a 5-second penalty. So if
but no, you get that move. It was on the safety car for a BS one. I
don't know, because that's at the point where we get really picky with penalties. I only really want to remove the absolutely ridiculous ones for like putting a wheel over the final
It was for
corner.
exceeding time limits, but a tiny bit.
Yeah, but I don't want to get too into it. Otherwise, I'll be trying to get hold of footage.
Anyway,
Ninja!
What the hell's happened to Ninja? He's literally hit nothing.
He hit nothing and has got damage.
Oh, there's Dragon in the wall. Oh, he's aquaplaning. He hasn't got enough tyre temperature.
This has been the most bizarre race I've ever seen.
Well, he's gonna win it. We'll be the ART and Ninja. We'll be the Saber.
Right on board with J Marsh. Have the perfect camera angle. Dragon's retired. No, he will still get a point.
Here comes J-Marsh.
I thought it was another safety car then. Oh my god, Parallax is right behind them as well. This is too close for comfort. Something's gonna go wrong here. I can feel it. Oh wow. Oh, there's a MP that was apparently stranded. There's a car that's very far down the Kemmel Straight. I believe that was Owen. Oh wow. Parallax running really wide at Leauge. I don't even know who to watch at this point.
I mean, even though the dogs have bad race, he's still going to get some points from the more for not giving them. Well, I know most drivers would have just retired by now.
Oh yeah, eventually after the blacklisting of another driver last time out, Fozzie was eventually classified in P10, so even from Hungary she had a point.
I wonder, will J Marsh be able to get the win and just extend the Champions League even further, and he'll basically have it wrapped up for Russia. Well, it won't only have a map pathway, but he's basically has it done. He wins. I wonder, will Ninja get his win himself, or is he going to let his teammate go through?
Parallax is going to be wanting to get a good run into the
No, he's going to go for it on J Marsh. He's going to shoot on.
He's got so much speed that he can't do anything with it.
Oh, here we go. This is a battle within the top three.
Diving down, diving.
No, that is. Oh, Ninja's got one.
Ninja.
No, Ninja could get a penalty. Because, yeah, there we go. The 10-second penalty.
He has to get that removed again. I'm sorry. But there's no way. That was. How much bullshit
I think
penalties are there?
the game needs to be. Oh my god, Parallax.
What are you doing?
That's a dab on off. Oh wow, 3 wide, going into a Rouge.
I'm just saying Ninja has to get that
Behind,
removed.
T. Jonas and Grenetic scrapping as well. Just right on board with J Marsh again. So they navigate Radion for the final time.
Oh, he crossed the corner. That's going to keep going.
I know.
Grenetic's gone!
Oh, he spun.
As long as he can keep that just pointing in the straight line,
Oh, yeah,
he'll be fine.
Ninja.
Ninja diving down the inside. Oh my god.
And at the end of the
This
count,
is
they're
silly.
fighting. They want this win, but Ninja's going to get his penalty removed. Like normal stealing.
but Parallax may have his penalties removed as well. There's a lot of things that will be happening in this
Yellow
race.
flags.
Oh,
It's H. Collins.
Collins, he may have gone for a spin.
This is the definition of sliding around like a greasy
This is-
penguin.
This is the definition of coal mines and being awful shit.
Who's got the guts through poo on? Neither of them do.
Yeah, they're too far back. Just remember, wherever Ninja finishes, I think J Murphy wins this, but we'll leave that until after.
This could mean that J. Marsh, through penalties, will win the Belgium Grand Prix.
Yeah, but they're probably going to get
Ninja lets
removed.
him past.
I think he knows.
Parallax is going really slow.
There we
This
go.
could mean that J.
This
Marsh
is-
wins it on
We're
track.
on track anyway. I think
Stays ahead of Parallax.
That
Yellow
is
flag is Bradley.
Bradley.
But riding on board now with Parallax
he's
and
gonna
J.
go
Marsh.
for it.
Will he go for a move into the final corner? No,
No, he
will
can't.
not.
He's got
Oh,
Parallax
Parallax
goes
is
deep.
going.
He doesn't. He cuts the inside apex. Yep, skate point to the cross. Parallax will cross the line in P1, but I believe J Marsh
will take
wins the
win and
race.
NHRL Ninja will come second. It's a 1-2 for ART in Belgium. T.
No.
Jonas comes second.
Yeah,
with
no,
Ninja now
Still
in
waiting for
three.
Grenetic
That
to
will
cross the
change.
line.
Yeah.
What
T.
can this
Jonas.
do?
Oh,
Oh,
Grenetic
Grenetic stays fifth.
P5.
T. Jonas'
fastest
position. T. Jonas'
Collins.
position is going to change. So I think T. Jonas will end up finishing fourth.
Oh,
Oh.
it jumps H. Collins.
He'll definitely. I'm sorry if Colin doesn't get where he should be. And there's so much bloody penalties you're having to remove.
And now we wait for Bradley and Fozzie to cross the line. I think.
Right,
Indy
everyone in
wasn't
the
happy.
chat, calm down now. I'm not having it after this kind of race.
I'll sort it out.
Oh no, it's gonna happen. Wait, I suppose you already know run out of fuel. I think she has.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone's had stupid amount of penalties. What we may do over the course of the weekend, because this ain't going to be solved in one night, I'll go through each driver who had 10 seconds worth of penalties, and we'll just remove all of them. Any guys who had 3 and 5 second penalties, they will still stand, because you know, don't want to be wet.
Wow. Oh no, Dragon didn't know. I was gonna say. I mean, he DNF anyway. I was gonna say he should not stand. I don't care.
Yeah, so the result that we're looking at on screen, it might not be the finishing order, you know, so guys, please bear with us if the standings end up being a few days late again. You know, this is something that we really want to be fair. Fozzie crosses the line in P9 and with a mountain of penalties along with her. Well, that was
What the fuck was that?
interesting. We will still do podium interviews with the guys that we've got on the podium
on the-
anyway.
Who are on the net podium? Oh, lad.
The net podium, J Marsh winning the race. I believe that will actually be a clear-cut win,
stand, yeah.
unless if
T. Jonas, I think he'll change. I think that will mean.
right,
I think I'm looking at.
right, SHR
I think I'm looking at a
Ninja
Ninja
P3 taking the fastest lap as well. Parallax P4, Grenetic P5, Owen P6, Collins P8, Collins P7, sorry, Bradley P8 and Fozzie P9. Dragon on Speed not finishing the race but will get the 10th place point. Guys that crashed out, SHR Indigo, serious stewards inquiry coming his way. AG30 losing it about halfway through the race through Radion, and Feared by Gaming barely even made it through the first corner. So
yeah, I'm just saying that I think the position that will change is TJ. I think will fall back in the fourth, and you'll see.
Do not overcomplicate this more than it has to. I need to see everybody's race time, which I believe I have. Wow.
I have invited the podium guys. I'm upping the party limit so that they can join. I am going to invite them again if I have to. Hold on. Right. I've invited the podium guys. If they join, then that would be helpful. Okay, that's one.
What the? Who's that?
That's Josh. He's very ill.
He still won the race.
Yeah. I got a really bad glitch.
What was your glitch?
Wait.
The safety car glitched on the corner for me. Do you know when it was coming in on the last lap?
I was gonna say, was that when you didn't hit anything?
Yeah, and it gave me wing damage because it was the safety car.
This is just.
I would want my penalty removed, but I want to keep Josh with the win.
Yeah, it wouldn't matter, innit? You got to remove, you'd still win by 3/10.
I'd win by 3/10, but I want Josh to win.
I think, to be fair, all the talks of penalties, I'm sure guys did go wide. It's going to be really hard to nitpick penalties. You know, I don't want to go too forensic on it, so we're just going to be fair and it's
like, send us footage if you got BS.
I've got footage, yeah. So can I send that then?
If not,
Ninja. The thing is, don't worry about it. Because you send that in, you're probably gonna get second. But J Maris was still win.
If not, what I might have to do over the course of the weekend is re-watch the stream back, and whoever had a 10-second penalty, I'll just wipe that off. So yeah, we do have provisional standings. The standings will not be updated. I believe Indigo will still keep his pole position points, but everyone apart from that, please bear with us for the official standings. So I believe that's all three of them here. Who was P3 in the end on provisional standings?
That was Ninja.
Right. Welcome guys. I mean, really tough race, and to some extent we know it's not really been a fair race with the amount of penalties people have had, but Ninja, take us through your race perspective. How was it out there?
Me?
Yep.
Yeah, right, Jesus. It was very, very wet. Like, there was way too on the start line. Obviously I didn't get to see everyone spray from behind because I overtook on the first, but when I looked back there was too much spray and I couldn't see any other car. It was just way too safety car came out lap 1? Did it?
Yep, lap 1.
Lap 1. Yeah, that came out, so I was just being minded by Jeff to come into the pits, but I didn't do that until around lap 7. Came in the pits, another safety car came out. Nothing really happened until after that safety car, and then when the safety car was coming in, I was like, okay, I'm gonna smash it now because TJ is slowing everyone up, so I'm like, I'm gonna smash it now. Had my gap, and then the safety car spawns in on the corner, and I get wing damage. So that's how I lost the race.
Or you just stopped, and then your car, you just lost your front wing. Well, you got front wing damage.
When I get my footage, you'll see the safety car just flash. Like, it just comes up like 0.5 of a second. Josh deserves the win as well, I think, because you know he's been on his phone network for the whole race,
God bless him.
and I don't know how he's managed to win that on his phone internet as well.
Let
so
alone with
GG to
no
him.
penalties in the end.
I would have had no penalties, but you know the game decided to be the game, so it is what it is.
Yeah. So we will look into it and try and sort it out. Moving on to classified second place, T. Jonas. Congratulations on surviving that hellhole out there. Take us through your race perspective.
It was behind the safety car for the most part, and then Morris goes into the pits, and I don't understand what the guy behind me does. He just drives up on the side of me and turns in on me and puts me in the wall. Don't understand why he did that, and yeah, hopefully he will not be able to race here anymore, but yeah, nevertheless broke my wing, yeah, and just got the car to the finish line, and yeah, that was it.
Fair enough. Yeah. Did you have any, or how many penalties did you have in the end, if any? Because everyone's had so many, I can't
I
even
didn't
keep
have
track.
any penalties really. I had a 5-second that I served in the pits, and that was it.
Okay. Would you say that 5 second how you got it was fair?
No.
You
I
might be able to. I mean, it's
2-1.
It's going to be difficult, even if we're going to remove all these 10-second penalties. I know there's been a bunch of unfair 5-second penalties, but it doesn't help when people have had to serve them in the pits. So, yeah, this is going to be a long weekend for the admin team. But honestly, really well done, even just to finish that. It looked really difficult, and some of the moves you were pulling out on track were fantastic.
Cheers.
Right, moving on to, I think what everyone would say, the deserving race winner, Jay Marsh. I know your internet only just hold out. Well done. Take us through your race perspective.
So yeah, obviously I was very, very worried coming into this one because my internet decided to die earlier on today. So I have been playing off of my mobile data, praying that it was going to hold together. So yeah, that obviously did make things a bit more difficult on track, to be fair. But yeah, qualifying was alright. Was it P6 or something? It was an okay starting point. The race, very hectic. Obviously, it was safety cars, very tricky conditions. Probably the toughest race I'll ever do on an F1 game. But no, it was enjoyable, although it was stressful. And yeah.
Are you happy that you at least were classified as P1 at the end of the race?
Yeah, ecstatic.
I don't think you're really going to complain about a win, regardless if it was penalty affected or not.
No. Obviously, I took the penalties into consideration under the advice of my teammate going into the end. Obviously, with Parallax at the end, I knew I was going to win under the penalties, so I didn't really bother trying to fight him or anything like that. But yeah, it's great to win. Honestly, so much credit to my teammate Ninja. Very supportive throughout the race, and yeah, incredible for the team.
Yep. Blaze, do you have any words for our race winner?
Obviously, well done. Obviously, as you said, your internet did decide to bail on you today, but well done, obviously, for starting the race on your mobile data and managing to finish the race on your mobile data and win the race with no penalties on your mobile data. So I think that was just a very deserved win from you, and I think, as Connor said, we are going to have a busy weekend trying to figure out all these penalties and make the final result show, but you know, we're just going to have to go with what happens. But obviously, well done with the result, and I wouldn't have wanted anybody else to win that race.
Yeah, thank you.
Right, I think that's everything. Well done to the top three. I would say take the final standings with a pinch of salt. It's one of these things where, you know, when things are so bad. I don't normally like to alter the race result on penalties, but the things are just so ridiculous this time around. Something has to be done about it. But from my end, really well done to the guys that actually made it to the end of the race. Luckily, the weather for Monza next week is actually looking completely dry, bright skies, sunny spells, perfect weather for racing, so we can leave the rain behind. Hoping for a really epic race next time at Monza. Blaze, what are your thoughts on Monza next week?
Should be good next week. It's going to be interesting to see the variety of setups. Obviously, Monza, you're going to need straight line speed, but also, you know, the downforce for example, Ascari or the first chicane. It's going to be good next week, I reckon, especially if some rain decides to fall on the track, but I guess we're going to have to see.
Oh, lad, I think these guys have had enough rain this season already. We've not really had that many rain-affected sessions in Division 2, but oh my god, it's not so much that it was a bad race, but by god, this race was about as comfortable to watch as watching a turd slide down your leg after you've missed the toilet seat. But I really hope we can have a better...
Not a personal experience.
You can tell you've never been to a festival. Yeah, that will be it from Division 2 today. I think we will be more than happy to leave Spa behind this time around. Good luck to everyone next time out in Monza. Obviously, Division 1 in New Horizons is no longer continuing, but we do have a charity event tomorrow. Anybody is welcome, whether in the Leauge community, esports drivers. We'll be doing the usual short quali and 50% race around Australia, and we'll be donating up to £100 to the WWF Wildlife Relief Fund out there from the bushfires that have destroyed animal habitats. So looking to make a difference that time around. As I said earlier, looking next week for Division 2, they will be heading to Monza, Temple of Speed, expecting very entertaining race in terms of the drag race, and I did some practice around there, and the F2 cars can reach up to 210 miles an hour, so that's going to be pretty exciting. Also, the World Endurance Championship will be starting on the 13th of March. That will be on Fridays for our new schedule. Keep an eye on Twitter at NHRL Official. The new logo will be revealed shortly after. I'm covering Conti 97. Thanks everyone for watching. Blaze, any final words?
No, I don't think so.
Awesome. We'll see you next week, guys. Thanks for watching.